And then I just need like a 1 copy. Oh wow, I'm gonna get Desert Azura in my first batch itself. So she's actually in my bottom priority. I ideally do not want to get any more copies of her, so I don't really mind. And I actually get my male Byleth. I've been trying to get him for a while, but never got him. But this Hero Rises banner is going to be changing that. Not getting the green stones is a huge damaging aspect to your orb cost, basically. As I say that, I get no green stone, but I'm definitely going to be getting value out of her for a while. Okay, I'm going to get Selena. And yeah, Arthur is definitely the hidden focus unit of this banner, just appearing all the time. I get 1 green stone, another Ross. Okay, maybe Ross is trying to show why that statement was wrong. Hey PM1, I love your content. You're my absolute favorite YouTuber. Who are the 3 characters you're hoping to get an Ascended version? And as I say that, I'm gonna get Garrick. I feel like it's not really all that good anymore with all of the damage reduction. And what's something that's not too good is also getting too many Azuras, because I really have no use of the merges. They should have been really good in their base versions, I feel like. Oh, another Byleth. Okay, I don't really mind this if he's like plus attack. Yeah, he's plus attack. Let's go. The best IV. And finally, I got the all green circle, the much coveted. I can spark Thor. Didn't even get a single Thor in all of these summons and 40 summons, which is definitely a bit annoying for me because she's like my top priority. Unfortunately, I don't think it's even going to be a mid-merge Thor. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be. It's just going to be Azura. I wonder like who they're going to be putting on the 3 Hopes banner eventually in June. Probably the Edelgard, Dimitri, and Claude. Hello there. Oh, I spoke too soon. Their professor showed up. They're not even in 3 Hopes probably. It's probably just female Byleth, my dude. Plus 10 merge unit is oh my god. Azura. Please, Azura. I've not summoned a single Thor or Ninja Korin, which is definitely a bit annoying. So I think that would be pretty nice. And I get another Byleth. Whew. I guess stats sucks. His weapon refine sucks. His art is also not that good. I'm getting so many Byleths is also not that good. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting Thor. I just have no hope at this point. So 2 units just not showing up. Azura and Byleth are just T-posing over the Summoner Gate and not really letting anyone show up. No Thor, another Deke, and I get another Byleth. What is happening? Oh my god, how many Byleths have I actually gotten? So a better version of Mei would be amazing, and Mei is also such a fan favorite. Like her voice acting is top tier, and just 30 orbs to go. At this point, I just want like 1 Thor. Maybe. Did I go for the YOLO summon? I think I'll probably not do it because... Oh my god, another Byleth. What do I do with you? He just showed up at the end just to rub some salt in the wound. No Thor whatsoever. Young Tiki. I definitely have a copy which I did used to use her in like Arena Assault. Charlotte is pretty nice. Yeah, that's a really good 5-star pity breaker. Actually, I didn't really have much of a pity. Oh, I'm gonna get Ninja Korin. The first Ninja Korin of the session on the main account here. Alright, so maybe this is gonna be the opposite. I'll get only Ninja Korins and Thors out of this main account. And I do get Desert Azura. Alright, let's go. So she was definitely missing from the catalog. I hope I can get more batches with more green stones. Okay, more Ninja Korin is definitely pretty nice. Because I've definitely seen the summon videos of some people, and they got some insane luck, man. And another Azura, okay. The waves are definitely not gray at this point. Hey PM1, hope you are having a good one. Unfortunately, I'm not, but I appreciate it. But yeah, sparked another Thor. Thor just not being present in my game whatsoever. Oh, Hilda. Let's go. So Mikoto by far is the winner of this batch, so she gets Doting Staff, which has the Dazzling Staff and Flash effect built into it. She can also get +4 attack and speed during the combat, and then she gets a unique effect called Canto Control. This kind of effect obviously is gonna be a really meta relevant effect against a lot of the Kanto threats. Legendary Azura gets her remix and refined this month, and they're pretty tame in nature, but still it's an upgrade and now she can function even better. Her refined condition allows her to give +6 visible buff to allies within 2 spaces of her. And this is definitely the most useful part of her weapon refine, I would say, because this allows you to free up your slots to skill. So yeah, extra stats and Triangle Adept is whatever, but still, at the end of the day, having more offenses on a dancer can give you an option to kill with your dancer. King Garen gets a pretty nice weapon refine that makes him a lot more tanky. So with this weapon refine, he can have the Null Dragon effectiveness. On turn 3 and 4, he can inflict 13 splash damage to foes who are within 4 spaces of him, and simultaneously heal his own HP depending on the foes that he has damaged. He can also get +1 attack during the combat with this weapon refine and inflict -10 attack debuff on the opponent during the combat. So this is really fantastic for his mixed bulk, and then finally he can end up having the guard effect. Neo Gunthra gets a pretty solid weapon refine that generally tries to follow the archetype of Gunthra. So now with Hikami, she can debuff the nearest foes within 4 spaces of her for -6 to all of their stats, and then she can also debuff them during the combat for a total of -8 to all of their stats. And then finally she can get the Blizzard effect. So this does have pretty good synergy with the debuffs that she can get with her weapon refine, and this really powers her up for doing a lot of damage and hitting really hard. So this weapon allows her to have +10 attack and speed during the combat, and she can get the Fire Sweep effect if she's got 5 or more speed than the opponent. So basically if she can naturally double the opponent, they cannot really counter attack. And she can also get 15% true damage based on her speed on her first attack. And the final effect allows her to have this 7 splash damage to her target and also foes within 2 spaces of her. And he gets a decent weapon refine that's hybrid. It's a bit offensive and also a bit supportive. So he can get +10 attack and speed during the combat with this refine, and also +7 true damage per hit. And then if Shigoro uses a rally skill or a movement assist skill, or if he's a target of those things, then he can buff himself up and the target ally with +6 attack and speed, and also heal both of them for 10 HP. So this is really unique because not only he's buffing up, but he's also healing up the ally. And even competitively, Ophelia did do a pretty good job, but as of recently she has fallen off a bit from her prime days in Ether 8's defense, and that's because of the fact that we have far safe units like Ascended Fiorm, and we also have damage reduction skills. Still, all things considered, Ophelia is a very good unit, and it's about to get better for her with these Resplendent stats, giving her extra attack, and also hopefully a weapon refine, because she is a Gen 2 unit, and there are not too many Gen 2 units who are left for the weapon refine. And like a lot of the Gen 1 units, her stats are kinda all over the place, but still because of being an old unit, she does appreciate the extra stats. And because of being a 3-star, 4-star healer, we don't really have a precedence of these units getting a refine, so sadly, only the biggest fans are going to be incentivized to invest into them, and because she doesn't have a preferred weapon, automatically she's not going to be standing out compared to Flame, Brave Camilla, and all of those healers with preferred weapon.
Okay, let's go.
She's a green mage flyer this time, and she's a very powerful nuke. She can have a special like Luna pre-charge at start of every map, and she can also teleport to within 2 spaces of any ally that is within 2 spaces of her. So needless to say, this weapon helps her nuke insanely hard, especially with her extremely high attack stat of base 42. She also has her harmonized skill, which can provide even more special cooldown to herself and also to allies who are from the same titles as her and Tharja, which happens to be Shadows of Valentia and Awakening. This can also provide them with the +6 attack buff and the Resonance Blade effect. So she's an Axe Flyer this time with Pastel Poleaxe as her preferred weapon. This provides her with +3 defense and also has Iode Shield built into it. she can easily get +5 to all of her stats, and then she can get true damage and also get the damage reduction based on her defense. And the final effect that she has in her weapon is for self-healing, so she can heal herself and the allies within 2 spaces for 7 HP. She also comes with a new skill in Flow Flight, and this is basically a combination of a flow skill and the flight skill. Spring Delthea is a Blue Mage Cavalier this time with Bright Shell Egg as her preferred weapon, so this provides her with -1 special cooldown, and at start of a turn, she can inflict -6 speed and resistance debuff on the nearest foes within 5 spaces of her. So if she has got any kind of bonus active on herself or penalty active on the foe, then she can further inflict -6 speed and resistance debuff on the foe during the combat, and then she can get more effects based on the total bonuses that she has on herself, plus the total penalties on the opponent. So this is going to be a bit harder to achieve on some of the far save tanks, because a lot of tanks do run Distant Defense 4 or run Slick Fighter or have some kind of way of mitigating the debuffs and stuff, but still Delthea is going to be ending up to be a really strong offensive Cavalier. And he's the first 4-star focus who has got a rally plus skill available. So this is really good for arena scoring and I guess Mjolnir Strike scoring, as you do need to run the high scoring assist skills there. And he ends up having attack defense throws at 4-star, which is definitely a pretty nice skill to be given to many of these support units, and it does have good synergy with his inheritable weapon. So Henry unfortunately ends up having a pretty awkward stat spread for a Bow Cavalier. The reason why it's a bit awkward is because Bow Cavaliers and Range Cavaliers in general don't really have the best skills available for tanking. So he's a Lance Cavalier with 173 BST, and he comes with an inheritable weapon that has got a new effect. So Carrot Tip Spear gives you +5 attack and defense during the combat, and it also provides you true damage on your first attack. Most people who are going to be investing into him are going to be largely the big Luthier fans who have been waiting for another alt of his, and it's finally here, so they're going to be investing into him. But for the most part, for the other people, there's not going to be a huge incentive because he doesn't really stand out too much because of not having the preferred weapon and having such insane competition in this class type. She comes with Ascending Blade, which gives her -1 special cooldown, which makes Vital Astra as a 1-turn special, and she can then pre-charge this with the Time Pulse built into her weapon, and she also has a mini special spiral. So this makes her a fantastic user of Vital Astra, a special that she comes with, and this scales off based on her speed and also provides her with damage reduction if her special is ready. So she's pretty much a new God Sword that we have got, who utilizes their high speed, uses now follow up, and also uses damage reduction. Galdos is a sword infantry unit with 182 BST, and unfortunately he does not come with a weapon, which is really disappointing because he's such a strong unit in Thracia and also a fan favorite, and he does have Surge Sparrow and Null Follow Up as his passives, making his fodder really good. But he's not really a bad unit. He has amazing offensive stat spread of 43 base attack and 41 base speed. She's a Lance Flyer with Allied Lance Plus, which is a new inheritable weapon, which is basically a Lance version of Love Candelabra that Groom Zealot had. So Karen is actually pretty similar to Marcia that we recently got, and she's also a Gen 6 Lance Flyer. The only difference between these two units is that their defenses are flipped. So he's a red infantry mage again, and he actually comes with a pretty nice weapon that is going to be useful on a lot of red mages who do not have any kind of preferred weapon. So he has got Rother Vulture Plus, and this is basically a Pelagian Tome. So he has got decent stat spread for an offensive mage if you want to invest into him, if you're a big fan of him from Thracia, and he does have good resistance and attack, but having no preferred weapon and having this kind of stat spread definitely doesn't do him any kind of favors. And there are a lot of other free-to-play red mages that are a lot more unique, like Mail Morgan, Arvis, Kanaz, Julius, just to name a few. She's actually a pretty solid unit because of her preferred weapon, Land's Sword. I almost said Landra's Sword, but yeah, this is based on the Earth Sword. This is all of the things that her weapon can disable. These are different forms of damage reduction. So this makes her a very solid unit, and she does something which no other weapon could do before. August is a staff infantry unit with Diplomacy Staff as his preferred weapon, and this can provide some amazing support. So this pretty much has Wrathful Staff built into it, and he can buff up a support partner for +6 attack, defense, and resistance buff, and also give them the auto follow up. The second part of this weapon does provide -2 special cooldown and the follow-up negation to the support partner if an ally has died. So yeah, this part of this weapon is definitely really niche because in pretty much most game modes in FEH, you are penalized for dying, except for maybe... Yeah, the range of Oter is definitely really big with that 4 movement. I can definitely set up my Pathfinder now and pretty much go in with my Growing Wind and destroy their team with the AoE damage. I actually don't kill her. Oh my god. That's annoying. Let's say hello and use our duo skill. Yeah, killing this Brave Edelgard at +10 is definitely hard for Oter, but Brave Alm can definitely do it. They move their Regan like that. Oh wow, I actually killed their captain, so that's done for them. Oh, they surrendered. Okay, so that's the first win. If they want to come and kill my Oter, they'll pretty much have to sacrifice their Eliwood as well. I kind of played a bit too aggressively, I think, because Pathfinder is on my opponent's team as well. Oh, they just play defensively, alright. So nothing to worry about then. And now I have Oter with 4 movement, who's about to smash this Eliwood.
Are you sane?
Into pieces. Yep, Brutal Shell is really powerful. I can just dance up my Oter, kill their Note as well. That would be kind of funny. Oh wow, Note survives with 1 HP. Come on. That is annoying.
Stand ready.
And I can just kill their Note.
Are you sane?
I think I'll just kill this Note first and go from there. And they surrendered. Okay. I want them to kill my Oter so that I can kill their Reed. And Reed actually kills. So let's go ahead and dance up Felix. Yeah, we'll just take out this Reed. They move their Note over here, but like she's gonna get taken out by... Actually, never mind. She doesn't get taken out. I think I could just do this and take out this Note and get it done with. And now I'll be in the range of Felix's far save, so still Elena's not doing anything. And they just surrendered. I'm not really afraid of the Vantage Pala because I've played against that in the tournament against Elderby, so I think I'll be doing fine. I do have checks and counters for that. So they move E3 over there. What I want to do is actually just go ahead and and attack this obstacle. So now my Lilina can actually hit their Pala. And if I kill their Pala, it's over for them. Alright, I'll just kill your Pala then.
My turn then.
That's your Vantage done.
Over here?
And that's your E3 done. And
away.
that's your Bernie done. So yeah, that's the standard Vantage Pala team. And I'm actually using Brave Erica with Growing Wind build as my captain. So this is no ordinary Idun, and this is actually a +10 merge max investment summoner supported Ascended Idun. They try to protect their newer dagger with their Ascended Idun, thinking that Erica cannot really kill this kind of bulky unit. But nope, she's really powerful. So that is a +10 Idun completely down. So they move Duochrome over here in hopes that he can survive, but this is a pre-charged Luna with attack speed ideal. For my third match, I literally faced one of my best friends, Majora, and you will see that we have basically the same team because we were discussing about the season and trying to prep up. Now this team is basically a coin flip in a mirror match. Whoever gets the first turn is likely going to be having better chances of winning, and I just get the first turn. So I'm able to set up my Erica on the bridge and just pressurize this team. And now Majora is going to be moving in with his Erica, but Yuri can just snipe that Erica, and now his main AoE nuke is gone. So we're kind of in a stalemate, but I'm the one winning because of the capture points. And I can just move in my Erica and finish this off with AoE special on Yuri, so 2 of the nukes are gone. So unfortunately not really much you can do. A very impressive +10 merge max investment duo Mer. So right here on the team preview itself, I just lost the game because she's not dying to any of my units. So I start with aggressive play, but they do not realize that, and they're just trying to play conservatively at start of the match. But honestly, if they wanted to yeet her into my range, there's nothing I can do. And as you'll see, they realize that, wait, their Erica and Yuri are completely helpless against Spring Mer. So I move my Erika first. They again play the aggressive move and have my Erika threatened. I just foul play her so that she doesn't die, but it really doesn't matter who dies and who doesn't because they all are going to die.